All right, what's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Um, Tried to do this earlier, but it didn't upload. Black America, the definition of insanity, or what is the definition of insanity? In lieu of the George Zimmerman trial, um, the verdict, response, reaction, television news bullshit. Um, it's time to say some truthful things that have something to do with this situation, but has more to do with our community as a whole. First things first, we know that this country and is not set up to be fair to us. So why keep approaching it as if it will be? Because it has never been and it never will be. That's the definition of insanity. Because let's be honest. Now, here's another thing. I'm getting sick of people telling me we need to pray and take this to the Lord. Look, is it God's responsibility to make the devil be good? No. That's a choice that Satan will make on his own. I'm saying it in that analogy because we expect God to come down and make people treat each other with respect and dignity. That's not going to happen. You can't pray racism away. You can't pray prejudice away. You can't pray um, using the system in your favor to commit murder away. We got to address this like we ought to address it. Another thing, let's stop having these debates and conversations with non-black people. For what? Why? We want you to understand how we feel. Want you to understand what it's. They'll never understand because they don't give a fuck. It's not them. I mean, we have the same reaction when it comes to people, things happening to other people. It's kind of like an American reaction all the way. Is that's fucked up that that happened to you. Shit wasn't me though, so it ain't really hit me personally. That's the same thing. Um, for the people who say the system didn't work, maybe you need to take into consideration the system did work, the way it's been working, the way it's going to continue to work. That's what that system is set up for in that way. Now, people make up all these kind of scenarios, and I said a few common sense things earlier. Just like the prosecution smiling, that same prosecutor lady was the same one that put the other lady who claimed self stand your ground and gave her 20 years for shooting a warning shot on her husband or man who she already put a restraining order out on. That's following all laws and going to jail. She was a black lady. She got 2 for 1. Because I could bet that them kids ain't with their father. I could bet it. I could just put money on it. Same thing with the Trayvon Martin thing. They did. Of course, they made points, man. They made enough points to get a conviction. Everybody knows that. Just like everybody says, and let's go on to another topic when it comes to this. People, I would say it's been open season, but now it's open season in a different way. See, first the military could shoot us black men with no problem. Then the cops could shoot us black men with no problem. Then transit cops could shoot black men with no problem. Now, then white people could kill us with no problems. Now, non-white people can kill us with no problems. And for y'all who say, what about black on black crime? We go to jail if we kill each other. So, but I'm gonna address that in another one, in another situation. Uh, so at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, especially gentlemen, black gentlemen, when you get of age, get a permit, a concealed carry license, and carry a gun with you at all times. I don't. Sorry. Stop having faith in this country being fair. Like, and for all of you human beings, and for all you males and females out there who play sports, you know what home field advantage is. Well, for Black America, we are always the away team in America. Okay, there's always going to be home field advantage to anybody who's not black over us. Now you put that different races to different races, it doesn't work that way. But it's always going to be home field advantage over us. So if you know the game's rigged, if you know they're going to cheat, either don't play the game at all or play the game by your own rules. Because they playing this game by their own rules. So why would you care to keep following this system? I mean, we could look back at it and say, what is the First Amendment? Don't follow to revolt. Part of the Second Amendment to revolt when you feel like the government has turned into a form of tyranny. I mean, that's tyranny right there. It's absolutely tyranny. So I'm just saying, it's time to be real with ourselves. That this Trayvon Martin thing, just like Sean Bell, just like Jordan Davis, just like the brother that got executed, just like oh man, the young man they just made the movie for the Fruitvale Station, Oscar Grant, just like the brother that was killed right after Oscar Grant on the bus. Just like the older man who got shot in his when his emergency thing went off, just like the homeless man that they shot 40 something times. We can go on and on and on with this. It's legal in America. So it's a form of tyranny. We're not gonna be able to fight back all this oppression, all of this prejudice, all of this racism by having faith that the law will prevail when you're talking about right and wrong. You got to understand what's right to me as a black man ain't right to somebody as a white man, a white woman, an Asian man, Asian woman. The right and wrong has become racial. Okay? So I'm going to leave it at that, man. Y'all take care. Peace.